Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a really cool e-bike bike rack from a company called Young Electric. I don't know if you guys can see their website right there. And they sent me out this pretty heavy duty 200-pound capacity tire clamp e-bike rack with a ramp. So I have a whole bunch of e-bikes and some of them are big and heavy, and this is perfect for someone like me or someone like you guys that might have bigger, heavier e-bikes. Let's open up this box and see what this thing's all about. Wow, look at that. All right, look at that. Very well packaged, very well organized. That's always a good sign that the company really takes pride in their product, because it is very well protected. And I can already tell craftsmanship looks pretty good. Looks very nice. I used to be a welder, so I always look at welds. I used to weld for Toyota back in the day. Man, there's a lot of boxes here. Very nice. Looks like we got a manual, probably an instruction manual on how to put it together. Oh man, this stuff is heavy. It's heavy duty for sure. Look at that. Big heavy duty bolts, hitch pins. Oh wow. There's a lock, like a hitch lock, and there's just a regular hitch pin. Look at that. There's another heavy duty piece of steel. Wow. All right, so here's all the parts outside of the box. So as you can see, there is some assembly required, but it shouldn't be too tough. Doesn't look like there's any tools included, so you have to provide your own tools, but most guys who have bikes are probably going to have tools anyway. So let's go ahead and put this manual to good use.
Start by installing your main pivot bolt and the nylon lock washer. Then install your quick release pin and the safety pin.
All right, so the instructions say to take this assembly, once it's assembled to this level here, you'll install it to your hitch. It's probably a lot easier to build this when it's got something to mount to. So I'll take your hitch pin, install it, just line everything up, and you can screw it in from either side. It looks like it has threads for either side. It has a lock on the other end. You just push it on and it locks on there, and they give you 2 keys. So make sure you don't lose your keys.
Now install your first platform. So line up all the holes, install your steel cross bolts and your lock nuts. And you may have to move the braces out of the way to get the cross bolts in. Now install your second platform. Again, line up all the holes, install your cross bolts. You might have to move the braces around a little bit to get the holes to line up. Put on your lock nuts and you're almost done.
All right, they call these front wheel holders. They're actually metal. I've seen other companies make these out of plastic, but these ones are metal, so very strong, very durable.
You'll notice there's multiple positions to mount the front wheel holder. I just picked the furthest position, and then I'll make adjustments later depending on which bike I mount on this bike rack. And then last but not least, I mount the bike ramp. I install the clevis pin so it doesn't fall off, and that's it.
So as you can see, the loading ramp mounts right to the end of the bike rack, and then it's just secured in place with this hitch pin. And then they have this safety cable that I actually mounted to one of the mounting bolts. I just have to tighten it down so you never lose it. All right, guys, there you go. That's how easy it is to put it all together. Of course, everything's still loose. I'm going to go through with my socket and tighten everything down.
So here I'm demonstrating what it looks like to actually lift it up and mount it into your hitch. So just be aware this is a heavy duty bike rack, so be careful when you're lifting this thing. Install your hitch pin and then tighten it up with a ratchet. so it's nice and tight and everything is snug with no wobble.
I've already got 2 e-bikes already mounted, and I actually put 2 different styles on here so you guys can get a good idea of what it's capable of. In the back here is a more traditional style e-bike, like a mountain bike style. This one has 26-inch rims, but you can go up to probably 27.5 or even 29s, because you can see you have adjustments here, which I'll talk about here in a minute. And then on the end here, I have a 4-inch wide tire, fat tire bike. As you can see here, it's got 4-inch wide tires. As you can see, it fits between here just fine. You could probably go 4.5 and still be fine in here. And it has these universal, what do you call these? I guess they're like pinchers or pushers that go against your tire and that you can adjust, like I said, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And like I said, this is rated for 200 pounds. So if you had an e-bike that was like this one here that weighs probably 60 or 70 pounds, something like that, or even heavier, you know, all the way up to 100 pounds, you still have another 100 pounds capacity on the other part of the bike rack here. So most e-bikes are under 100 pounds unless you go with like a Sur-Ron. So you could run probably 1 Sur-Ron on here and be just fine, because those are under 200 pounds. But there you go. That is a nice little glamour shot of the Young Electric press. It's like a tire press, platform style e-bike rack. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is take off this ramp. So to get the ramp off, as you can see, it's actually locked in with this clevis pin. You just unhook that, pull that out, and then you can take your ramp right off. All right, so once you get your ramp off, the first thing you're going to want to do is drop down one of your locking bars here. You don't have to worry about the bike falling because the front is locked in place with the support. So undo your lock right here and then bring down the locking arm and push it all the way down to the ground if you want to, just so it clears. But look, the bike stays up because of the locking mechanism in the front. And if you look on your ramp, it's got these 2 hooks. And these hooks interface with the ramp. Just lock it in like that, and you're ready to go. So now all you got to do is undo the front and then walk it down this ramp. As you can see there, very nice feature. All right, so to get the bike off, as you can see, it's not going to come out because it's locked in with this brace right here. So what you want to do is you want to hit the unlock button. All right, this is what I do. I hit the unlock button like that, and then I kind of push it back with my elbow, just like that, just a little bit, just a couple inches, just to get that wheel unlocked. And I'm still maintaining balance on the bike. Then you hold the brakes and you just pull it back. Hold the brakes. You might have to lean it to get around those handlebars at the top, and then center it back up. But yeah, just come down just like that. All right, so to bring down the second bike, I suggest you put down this arm here in the front just to get it out of the way, and then bring down the locking bar in the back. Again, hit the unlock button right here and bring it all the way down to the ground, or close to the ground. As you can see, the bike's not going anywhere, it's still staying up. Take your ramp, hook it on, just like that. And then again, holding the bike up like this, I keep my arm here, hold the bike up, unlock it, and then kind of just give yourself 2 or 3 inches of space, just like that. See? Now the bike will come a little loose from here, but you want that loose so you can get the bike out. So now, hold the brakes, push it over that support over there, that orange support, and just walk it down. Now it's time to set everything back up for travel mode in general without the bikes. So again, hit the unlock button, bring this all the way up, and at some point you'll be able to click it. Same thing here, just click it. And let's do the same with this one. All right, so to fold up the bike rack, you're gonna wanna take this pin out, pull this out, just like that. And now you can fold it up. And just like that, you'll be able to fold it all the way up. Just like that. You're gonna wanna line up the holes. Take your hitch pin, run it through. Take your safety pin, push it on, and now it's not going anywhere. It's not gonna fall back. It's not gonna fall forward and hit your car. It's rock solid. So to put the ramp back on, fits right into the receiver, just like that. You take your clevis pin, insert, and then you lock it like that, so it won't come out. Even with you driving down the road, no vibration is gonna make that come loose, and your ramp stays secured. And that's what it looks like when it's completely stowed away in the compact position. Like I said, this will fit in your garage, no problem. And one of the cool things about this setup, even though it's a really big, heavy-duty rack, it doesn't obstruct your rear view at all. Because I noticed when I was driving with this folded up like this, I didn't even see it in my rearview mirror. As you can see, it sits below my windshield wiper, so I don't even see it in the rearview mirror. It doesn't obstruct at all. Same thing with the sides. You can't see it in your rearview mirrors. It doesn't stick out on either side. So even though it's big and heavy duty, it's still compact. So like I said, this is a higher end, more premium e-bike rack. Everything is heavily built, thick steel, lots of features. But here's another thing that's packed into it. This is it's like a built-in tensioning screw. So what happens is this screw goes up and down, and right now I have it set flush. So when you bring the platform down, you take the hitch pin out like that. When you bring it down, it actually sits right over that tensioning screw. All right, so once you have your hitch pin in, you can tighten this tensioning bolt right here with a ratchet or a wrench, and that pushes up on this part of the rack and the hitch pin. So it's nice and solid, no rattle whatsoever. That is nice. That's a really nice feature. All right, so let me show you some of the features up close. So like I said, this is a 2 e-bike platform style, not the hanger style. I actually like the platform style better. It just seems a little bit more stable. These platforms are heavy duty and they're designed for fat tire bikes from the beginning. So those of you who have fat tire bikes, this is for you, especially if it's an e-bike. They're really heavy. But if you start off with, a lightweight, skinnier tire e-bike, but you want to maybe eventually upgrade to a fat tire bike, or maybe you're going riding with friends who have fat tire bikes, you buy this and you have everything covered, because you can do skinny tires all the way up to fat tires. It doesn't really matter. But that's a really nice feature. These platforms, as you can see, are really heavy duty. They got these big steel bolts that hold the braces in. And then you have big steel bolts here that have these platforms mounted to the steel frame. So your bikes are not going anywhere. They're nice and safe and sturdy. Very nice. And then of course, the big selling point to this style are these big beefy support arms. So these arms are locked into place with these ratchets. So you unlock them here on these red locks. Just push it in with your palm like this and then pull it up. And you can see how beefy these are. These things are really thick, which is nice. All right, let's bring this one up here, like that. So as you can see, these are your front tire supports. They kind of swivel. They have some friction to them, at least that's the way I have it set up. And they'll stay where you want them, but when your tire hits it, it should be able to push it forward and self-adjust to the right angle. But your tire fits inside here and underneath this brace right here. and that's how your front tire is locked in. All right, so check this out. So this is the part that pushes against your tire. It's like the thing that presses against your tire. And as you can see, there's holes all along this brace here. And I'm assuming this will adjust from very big bikes all the way down to kids' bikes. So let's say you had a 29er. You could put your 29-inch wheel in here, use the very top adjustment position, and then you push this against your tire and it'll lock it in place. All right. For me, I have a 26-inch wheel, so I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring this down. So what you do is you take this adjusting screw off and then take the bolt out, and then you can move this orange bar down. So I'm going to go to, let's just go to this one here, the second one. Even though I have a 26-inch wheel, I'm going to try this position here. You just line it all up. There you go. Just like that. And then put your adjusting screw on here, or your adjusting bolt. And it's got this nice big handle, so you don't need tools. It's supposed to be done by hand. And then you just lock it down, hand tight. And you can actually pull this handle out and face it in the preferred direction you want this. So if it's in the way of anything, you can move it without losing the tension on the bolt, because it's designed to be adjustable. Very premium, I like that. All right, so looking at the back brace, it's basically the same deal, except you don't have the tire support like the front one does, because you don't really need it. Once your bike's locked in, which I'll show you here in a minute, once this is pressing down on your back tire, you have two giant clamps holding your bike in. You don't need a tire support in the back. All right, so now that I showed you all the features on this 2 e-bike platform style e-bike carrier, I'm going to show you how to load up your e-bikes. It's super simple. So when it's in the stowed position, you're going to want to take the hitch pin out, take your safety off, take your hitch pin out, make sure it doesn't fall and hit your car, and then just drop it down, just like that. Put your hitch pin back in. You might have to adjust it just a little bit by lifting up. Put your safety pin back in so it doesn't pop out. So from here, you're gonna want to load your first e-bike closest to your car. So this one, you're gonna unlock and bring it all the way down to the ground like that. That's very important you do that first. All right. Then you're gonna bring your front tire brace, unlock it, and bring it up to right about there. You'll be able to adjust it once you get your bike in. So right about there is good. Then you're gonna want to take your ramp, undo the pin, let it hang, pull your ramp out, take the hooks, hook them in the back here, just like that, and just walk it right up. You don't even have to have power on your e-bike, just walk it up. If you do need power, you can do that as well. Push it up and over, just like that. As you can see, your tire will automatically adjust in this tire carrier here, and then just push it like that. Lock it down. My tire's a little flat, but as you can see, even with a low tire pressure e-bike, it'll still hold it in place. It's pushing against the rim, which is nice. And it doesn't fall, even though the back tire is not secured yet. So take the ramp off, set that to the side. I'll bring this up like that, and then just push it onto your tire, center it, and push it. There you go. Now you can see, look at that. There's no noise, no rattling. That sucker's in there very tight. Love it. Put this one all the way down to the ground because this is the back tire. And the front one is going to come up almost straight up and down. Put the wheel support facing the ramp. Take your ramp with the hooks, put them in the holes. Hold the brakes, so if you have to stop, you can just hold the bike with your brakes. Come up here, get around your handlebars of the other bike. Now push over the tire support, just like that. Bring it back. Now push the tire. There you go. The brace will push against your tire, just like that. And as you can see, sucker is in there, and I don't even have the back support on. Take the ramp off, bring your rear arm brace up and push it against your tire. You hear it click, you might want to go another click. There you go. And that sucker is in there, look at that. All right, so now your bikes are locked in. Here's your ramp, put it in there. Take your clevis pin, lock it in place. And now this will not fall off when you're driving down the road. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to put these two e-bikes on the back of this Crosstrek. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is my full review of the Young Electric tire press 200-pound capacity platform style e-bike carrier. I think this is a fantastic option for those who have bigger, heavier e-bikes like I have. Absolutely love it. Like, this thing really does save my back. If I had to lift that big fat tire e-bike up onto this platform with my lifted Crosstrek, it probably hurt my back. But having this ramp is an absolute game changer. I don't think I ever want to load an e-bike without a ramp now. I'm kind of spoiled now. Like, that really is a huge feature when it comes to loading up e-bikes now. Then the fact that it has these cool tire press style that just locks everything in. I love it, man. That makes life so much easier. When I had the other bike rack systems, those center bars would always get in the way. I didn't like that. They just seemed like they always got in the way. And the fact that you're actually locking it down on the tires versus the frame, it just seems way more secure, which is something I really appreciate. When you're doing 70 miles down the road, you don't want your bikes to bounce out, right? It's very cool. And like I said, if you want to secure these down so people don't steal them when you go to have lunch or something, you can just run a bike lock right through this entire system here and lock it onto your bike rack. Very cool, huh? All right, guys, if you want to buy this bike rack system here, go ahead and click the link below. I'll put a clickable purchase link. And if possible, if you see one down there should be a discount code as well. So there may or may not be a discount code, but if there is one, go ahead and use that and enjoy a little bit of discount, courtesy of Young Electric. I asked those guys to hook you guys up if they had a discount code. All right, very cool, huh? Hit that like button to support my channel. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the Young Electric 2 e-bike tire press platform style e-bike carrier. Pretty cool, huh? All right, guys, as usual, go out there and enjoy your life. Have fun. See ya.